Hi everyone, I'm Sashank Prakash, and this is my friend Sayak Singh. And we have been working on a platform which we call Strike. So it's a platform where people can interact with your software. So we all have been writing backends for quite some time, and the only time when we run it is while demoing it to someone. So Strike is a platform which provides interface as a service. Now, when I talk about interface, it's basically any input or output method which user can use to interact with your software. It can be a text keyboard, it can be a camera input, a location input, date input, or even a voice input. So these are the interfaces which you can use on Strike platform to communicate with your software. Now the question arises is why to use Strike? So the first and foremost reason for using Strike is that bots on Strike are simple to use and hence they increases app engagement. So on Strike you create bots which communicates with your software and users can use your bot to user can communicate your bot to use your software. Okay. The second reason is that Strike takes away the complexity from the developer for its user engagement. So let's all agree that creating front end is hard, especially if you are specialized in creating backends. So me being a backend engineer, and so is Sayak, developing a front end for our software is a challenging task for us. Now, this brings us to our third point, which is Strike is platform independent in its true sense. So all you have to do is to create your backend, and Strike will take care of your front end, be it your app on Play Store, on App Store, or even a web application. Strike takes care of it all. Now the fourth point is that your software can use your software can take leverage of multiple interfaces which Strike provide, as I already stated. Apart from this, it can also take leverage of multiple plugins which is developed by our community members. So by plugins I mean they are small utility softwares which does a very particular job. Apart from this, as you are developing your backend, you have to keep it scalable as and when the demand arises. But it can has as wide as reach as our community gets. So this is the most important reason I see for using Strike as a platform. Now I would like to ask Sayak to take it from here and explain how one can develop on Strike. Over to you, Sayak.
Sure. So, as Shashank was mentioning, Strike platform is an interface as a service where any developer can come and they can create a conversational bot or application which will interact with your backend. So, for the backend engineers out there, Strike is the proxy to your backend. Okay. Now, to let your backend and the bot which you have developed, which you have created on the Strike platform, to let your backend and the bot communicate with each other, the backend has to adhere to a set of contracts which will allow the bot to leverage multiple interfaces or plugins within the Strike. So multiple interfaces and plugins, as Shashank was mentioning, it's mostly an input-output method with multiple functionalities attached to it. And this set of contracts which we were talking about, this set of contracts is obviously we'll explore these contracts, what these are in the coming videos. But these set of contracts are the generalizing factor which makes the Strike platform as scalable and as flexible as it is. And that's how your backend written in any language can be used on any platform, let it be Android, iOS, web browser, anything. Right? So your software is not limited by what language you have developed. It can be used by any people, anyone, any mobile devices or web browsers. So in the coming videos, we will explore this and we'll take a particular use case and we'll try to develop that. So Shashank, why don't you explain what are we going to do in next set of videos?
Sure, Sayak. So we are going to develop a registration bot in subsequent videos, which will have a very particular logic of taking input for. So we are developing this registration bot for a hackathon, and we would like multiple teams to participate in that hackathon, and a single team can have multiple participants. So this bot will take data from those participants and for the team as a whole. It will store that data in a Google Sheet, and we will send out email to the team members. So that's the whole idea behind this bot. And we will see how we will create this bot, how we will write all the logics, and then how we can also deploy this bot on the Strike platform. So when I say Strike platform, it's basically currently an application on Android. So how we are going to deploy that on that application, we will see. So that's the whole scope of this series of videos. And yeah, so that's what to expect.
Great. So see you guys on the other side of the wall.